USD $2,600 sent by FTMO. So today I'm going to wait for FTMO to allow me to take the payout. And if the market still goes for the high to the target, that's still an extra $5,000 on top. Okay, so welcome to a day in the life. We haven't done this in a while. We are at the headquarters and right now I'm in a meeting with the whole team, with the developer and so on, because we are building quite a few things. I've been trading quite a bit recently, and even right now, today I am actually requesting another payout. Today is a payout with FTMO. Just this year I've received I've received a good amount of payouts from FTMO. So I have this account which is sitting at $5,000 profit with FTMO. This was basically taken yesterday, break even, boom, into $5,000 worth of profit, and it is going to end in 2 weeks. Well, actually, this is still wrong. I need to change the payout date. And right here we have the other account. This is the one that I'm going to request today. $103,000 worth of profit, and 29th of April. And today we are on the 30th of April. So quite nice, can't complain. Right now, max allocated with FTMO. I've scaled up one of my accounts. Who knows, maybe I'm going for the prime status. One of the reasons I don't really aim for the prime status is that you need a 4% payout. Like you need, how many? Let me see. So for the prime status, you need 4 rewards of at least 4% profit per reward. And the thing is, like, the more you aim for the 4% payout, the more likely you are to blow the accounts. And I haven't blown a FTMO account in so long. Even now, getting max allocated, it was basically like that. I didn't fail any more challenges. I did fail a few last year, but not this year, or maybe I have, but it was basically the last 3 accounts, I believe, I passed all of them because I wasn't aiming for something huge, right? So today I'm going to wait for FTMO to allow me to take the payout. So on this account, let's ask for 12th of May. So right here, we have 12th of May, confirm, and apply changes, and there you go. So that payout is coming on the 12th of May, and now today I'm going to wait for the current one right now. And I still have 2 accounts on hold. One is the one that I scaled up, and the other one is still just a 100k account. So let's see. I will show you what I'm looking for after the team meeting. How much was it? 10%? Or 50%? I still have the contract. Okay, so we have a last minute barbershop meeting. What the fuck? the appointment. So last minute, because this is, oh my god. Listen, this is the thing. When I started YouTube, it's so funny looking back to when I started YouTube, and I know that I was never going to the barber. I was going to the barber once every 3 months. And the reason why was because, and I wasn't even going to the barber. So once every 3 months, because I didn't want to spend any money. My hairdresser at the time was €8, and I was going once every 3 months. And right now, after being around people of, let's say, higher caliber, they're always on point with their hair, and I was like, okay, I guess I have to step up my game. And so now I'm going to the barbers maybe once every 2 weeks, get a nice fade. So yeah, that's the goal right now. And one of the things I will say is that I do think that your appearance is something that you definitely can control, but I wouldn't overthink it in the beginning. Obviously, if going to the barbers is something you enjoy and having a fresh cut is something you enjoy, but listen, until I was 21, I didn't, even 22, like you can literally check all of the videos because I recorded my life ever since I was 18. It's like, I never really cared, and it never really affected me in life. In my opinion, because I think people see through your appearance, even though your appearance matters. But let's say you're in a conversation with someone, people see through it, right? So no matter how good you look, if then you're a piece of trash, like no one is going to respect you either way. While to me it was a little bit different, where I looked like a piece of trash. but I always worked extremely hard, and I do recommend you doing the exact same thing. It's like, work hard, and people will respect you if you work hard. No matter what you look like, if you work hard, people will respect you. Keep that in mind. So go to the barbers if you want to go to the barbers. I'm going to the barbers right now, and then I go back home. I will show you the charts. I will do basically my forecast for the day at 11 a.m. and then I am going to have another meeting of another business I am starting. One of the things that I have understood about money as I got older is that I've noticed that people that have money, they simply use it as a way to buy convenience. And what that means is, for example, when I had less money, I would never spend any sort of money that I would think was wasted, right? But now I spend the money whatever way I can in order to buy back time. So for example, before I would never park in a parking lot that was paid, because I was like, why would I pay when I can simply just park for free somewhere? And I would spend maybe 15 minutes looking for parking. So now I don't really care. I pay for whatever parking it is, because if it saves me 5 minutes, it doesn't really matter if it costs $2, $10, whatever it is, because it's the convenience of, okay, you arrive, you go to do your thing, and then you go back home. It's like you're buying that convenience, and that's one of the things I've noticed about money, and I never thought about it before until I actually started doing it. So yeah, that's the thing. I would say most people will be way happier with the money they can buy convenience with versus buying the materialistic stuff. I can tell you that from my own experience. I've bought materialistic things, I've bought experiences, I've bought convenience, and experience and convenience are definitely the best ones. Okay, haircut is done. Now I'm actually going to do a very important video, so stick around. Let me go home and I'll break everything down. Okay, so we are back. I want to do a breakdown for people that have been going through a losing streak. You know, I've seen that right now on social media, a lot of people are going through losing streaks. And so I'm going to make this for the community, and I'm going to make it available for all of you. It's probably going to be an extensive video, so like having it here would be absolutely insane. But I'm going to do that video right now because it's probably one of the most important videos you can watch as of this point. Just because it's like consistent profitability, it's about knowing when to trade and when not to trade. Because when it's time to trade, taking a win, taking a loss, it doesn't matter. It's all part of probabilities. But our number one skill as traders is also being able to identify when not to trade. And that is one of the key components if you want to become consistently profitable in the future. And so that's the video that I'm going to do right now for the community. Before that, let's actually, because I received two very nice emails. Let me show you. So I received the withdrawal request from FTMO. That is number one. And number two, I also received the email from Funded Next Futures saying that my account has been activated. So that is sick. If you guys want to check out Funded Next Futures and Funded Next, the links are going to be in the description. But let's right now request a payout. Let's request a payout. It's funny that before I was always going for big payouts. And let me, okay, start processing. I feel like the 80% profit split always hits you hard because you're like, yeah, I made $3,200. Like in this case, it's like, yeah, but what is yours? Right now, I'm going to request $2,630, which, hey, it's fine. I'll take it. I will not say no to money. So let's do, okay, get my bank details. Okay, proceed. The payout has been completed. The payout has been requested. Now I'm going to make the video. Okay, so I want to make this market breakdown because we're going to talk about the losing streaks that a lot of I've just finished the video. It was a 22-minute long video just talking about range-bound price action and impulsive price action. But I know that that's the problem with so many traders, is that you just don't know when to trade and when not to trade. And that is something that used to happen to me a lot, like seriously so much. And that was what was burning me all the time, is like over trading and not knowing when to trade. And those go hand in hand, right? Because you start trading when you shouldn't be trading, basically. So I'm just gonna quickly post this. I'm going to quickly do a market breakdown here for you guys in the day in the life. Then I'm going to go to the meeting, and then before the market open on NQ, I will make a breakdown right there. So yeah. Okay, so I think that right now the price action on NQ is pretty clear. I am looking for the move to the upside, and I'm looking for the market to come towards the wick. Basically, I'm expecting the market to come towards the beginning, the middle, and the end of the wick. It doesn't really have to go towards the end today. That would be a very large push. That would be a 446 handle push. What I am expecting is just the market to hit the 50%. And if I enter in any trade, I will be taking profits at the 50%, or even if I have a good risk reward towards the beginning of the wick, I will take profits right there. So I am looking for the market to move up. Let's see if we have anything along those lines. The breakdown that I did was when the market was all the way down here, and again I said that I expect the market to move to the upside, and that's what I'm going to be trading this today. So I will be waiting for a little bit of the push lower followed by the move higher, meaning I want to see market manipulation, the market manipulating the others, thinking okay, the market is going to move to the downside, followed by the move to the upside, right? So on EU and on GU, I'm not really looking for anything, especially because on EU, if you look at price action, like this is the last thing that you want to be trading, right? And that was a lot of the video. It's like, okay, just know we're stuck in a range. I don't know what you're doing. Like, you don't trade this range. So I'm going to stick to my word and also not trade that range. On gold, I'm expecting the market to go for these lows, but I'm personally not going to be trading any price action on gold. So that's it. So I just got off one call. Now let's go to the other. And then let's go for lunch. And then let's trade. You guys are addicted. You only want to see me trade. But hey, a lot of trading is not trading.
Hey man, what's good?
Yo, what is up?
What's up? How's things?
You look very happy. Okay, let me show you something. Oh my god, I just came back from lunch. Let me show you. Boom! Big move down. This is on NQ, and guess what? This is the good thing when you wait for the right time to trade. I'm just waiting for 9:30 a.m. and then I'll execute. But right now, I just let the market play out. If news wants to be here, then news are here. Pound dollar moves to the downside as expected. So like, there's nothing really to say until 9:30 a.m. comes. And that's the beauty about trading futures / trading Nasdaq. It's like you can just wait for your time to trade. We'll see if today we have follow through bearish. It's possible. Let's see if today we have a big reversal. It's possible. So I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted once we have the trading session. I will, again, as I said, keep you posted. So we are cracking one more for the culture. Because of the whole rat thing. People say rats piss on this. I always now clean this. Oh, that is beautiful. Cheers. Bah! That is beautiful. I will talk to you soon. Okay, so the market has just opened. I do believe that we will be going for these lows right here, and then we'll see if the market wants to move lower. If we do want to move lower, then the target is going to be this order block. So let's jump onto the screen and let's do some actual charts breakdown. Look, right now, we failed to go for the high, so we're still inside of the fair value gap. So I'm still interested in seeing what's going to happen within this fair value gap. So now, are we going to continue lower? Because if so, this is the next target. We should be reaching this very quickly.
if we are bearish, like in the next few minutes. Very quick move down to the target. And again, one of the things that is important to remember, we've hit two big targets, right? Two lows. The order block now, does it have to be hit? Not really. Is it going to be hit? Possibly. There's a possibility that we see longs, but then I would have to see the bullish price action.
Okay, so right now I am running one position on NQ. It is actually running 1 to 5R, and I haven't taken any partials. So I showed this in the morning. I can quickly put the where is it, the trade history, and you can see one trade right there, and the trade is still running towards the high. I'm thinking actually, because I want to hold this trade for some time, I'm kind of debating on if I want to take 50% partials, but I would say yes. I will most likely take 50% partials, and the thing is, I do think that there's a very large possibility that this is the low of the market. I think that it is possible, and then we move higher, but I don't want to risk the possibility of the market fully pulling back. And if the market still goes for the high to the target, that's still an extra $5,000 on top of the right now $1,500 profit I would secure. So what I'm thinking is actually closing it, but this is the problem of sometimes when the market moves and the target is very, very far, you don't really know when to exit. It's hard because it's like, are you gonna hold for 1 to 10R? You guys know I'm not really that big of a fan of 1 to 10Rs. I don't think that most people that say that they trade 1 to 10Rs, and by the way, I just closed half of the position. I don't think that most people that trade 1 to 10Rs are telling the truth of what they actually do, which is like having really, really low strike rates. So my risk to reward, like on NQ, is actually pretty much higher, but it just moves so much more. That's why, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird because it's like conflicting beliefs with what I think. But yeah, overall, I've taken 50% partials. I'm still holding, let me show you. I'm still holding the trade towards the high, which is basically the 4-hour wick. So right there, you can see that the take profit is at the 4-hour wick. I do think that there's a big possibility that this is the low of the week. And if that is the case, then this would be even crazier as we, let's say, let this trade run to like an extra $8,000. But I am personally someone that likes to enter and exit on the same session. I don't really like to hold swing trades because I usually don't really have a huge edge in that. I have a great, amazing edge intraday. But right now, what I'm seeing is I've taken 50% partials. This basically locks in another payout. And some of you might say, well, but it's a $1,400 payout. If you factor in profit split, it's going to be like $1,100. But the thing is, I have like 4 other accounts that I can trade that don't have profits locked in. So this is just amazing. This is basically free money. So I don't have to risk this anymore. I will hold this swing trade. I will probably let you know at the end of the day how that is looking. And then I can just go trade another account. And this is basically an extra $1,000 that are hitting my account. If you do that on a weekly basis, imagine you're getting 2 $1,000 payouts on a weekly basis. That means you're making $8,000 from trading with very low risk, right? I risked $500 on this trade, and it's currently running $3,000 in total, $1,500 already taken profits on. So you need to stop looking at the smaller amounts and think that it's something that is not good, right? You need to look at the smaller amounts as, oh, like, let me tell you, right now, I have to pay insurance for the car, and I paid for the tires on the car, 2 tires, 2 new tires. That is $1,700 that I have to pay. That's basically paid off with this one trade. That is insane, right? Something that would cost me a lot, and before I was even trading, it would cost me 2 months worth of trading full time. I've basically done it in, so I entered right here. Well, I have the trade right here. Let me show you, because again, you've already seen it on MetaTrader. So I entered at 10.16 So this is Eastern Standard Time, and I've exited right now. In 1 hour, I was able to lock that in. That is amazing, right? You need to understand the power of making like $1,000 an hour, right? Because there's sometimes where you're gonna make more, there's sometimes where you're gonna make less. But I seriously urge you to value what you can take and the security you have in having multiple accounts and being able to trade them one at a time. Right? And if you want me to make a video about like my whole risk management for prop firms, let me know, and I'll make sure to make it. I'll probably can make it even by Wednesday. So let me know if that's something that you want. Okay, so right now I have received the message that a lot of people want to receive, but while that is happening, while I show you what that is, let me show you. Right now, the trade is running. Very nice. Still $1,700. Again, already locked in this, and we have entry, first take profit, and now I'm seeing if this trade I just hold it to the upside or not, but for now, like, that's what I'm looking to do. And let me show you the message that I have just received. So here you go. USD $2,600 sent by FTMO. That is one of the things that I seriously appreciate about FTMO, which is that you get amazing fast withdrawals, and it works really, really well with my bank. And yeah, that is it. I will keep you posted. Right now I have to go exercise because it is the last day of the Funded Trading Blueprint Accountability Challenge, and then I want to do a little bit of biking. So let me show you what I really want to show you the bike I bought. Just kidding, I don't. A lot of you are gonna be like, what? Why would you buy that? And then we're gonna come back. Okay, so I'm ready. I'm going to go for a run, and then I'm going to come to my beautiful bike. I'm going to bike maybe 30 minutes, probably do a 30-minute exercise. So yeah, I will see you soon. Let's go for a run. Now, the Funded Trading Blueprint Accountability Challenge is basically, we are supposed to run 1.3 miles or 2 kilometers every single day for the month of April. And some of you might say, well, that's easy. Well, it's only 1.3 miles, but let me get to the bike and explain. Now, I already know what some people are going to say, which is, well, 1.3 miles or 2K is not a lot. Anyone can do that. But this is what is important to understand, and that is that in life, you just need to start. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter if you are trying to become a consistently profitable trader. It doesn't matter if you are trying to become a little bit more disciplined, if you've just blown an account. What matters is to start. What matters is that small step. Because maybe you don't see the end, but you see the next step. When you run a half marathon, you know exactly what you are running for. But then in trading, we completely forget. Now, the reason I'm making this section of the video, because it's of no benefit to you technically, because if you join Funded Trading Blueprint, which is closing next week, you're not gonna be doing the April challenge. But it's about the fact that this is not about one single challenge. This is about your life. What you have to do in order to become a consistently profitable trader is just start. Starting is the number one step, and is the second step, and it's the third step. It's those small steps that are going to get you to consistently profitability. And so the reason why 2 kilometers is not a lot, or 1.3 miles is not a lot when it comes to running, for a lot of you, maybe it's a starting point for some people. Maybe it's a starting point that gets them to consistently start going to the gym. Maybe it's a starting point that is going to get a lot of people to start exercising, right? You've just blown an account. Maybe only risking 1% on your next challenge is a starting point, right? Maybe going back and practicing your strategy is a starting point. You don't focus on the end goal, focus on the next step. And if that next step is something that takes 30 days, it's perfectly fine. You don't have to overthink your journey because it's all about small steps. You can watch my full journey on YouTube. You can see me when I was unprofitable. You can see me when I was profitable. You can see me now where I'm making great money from trading. You're seeing, I received a $2,600 payout today, and I locked in another $3,000. Well, one of the trades is still running. But
Go to my first video. What was I doing? I was doing the small steps. And that's why this April challenge is actually so important. It's not about the challenge. It's not about the distance. It's not about how hard it is. It's about getting started. Okay? So I'll see you inside.
Okay, so I'm on the bike right now. I saw that the market moved up. I want to basically close it. Let's see what we have here. Let's go 1 minute. Let me turn this around. So, right now, we are in $2.9 thousand worth of profit. That is 4.3 thousand in equity, which is great. So, we had a very volatile move. So I'm just gonna close it here. So, I closed it right there. Very nice. One trade and done for the day. Now let me go back to the bike because I need to finish this. Okay, give me a second. So that trading day finished. Now we finish this. I held for the full day. The thing is, the full day on futures is 5 hours. So imagine that. So very nice. $4,000 position. Quite happy with that. And when I finish here, I will let you know one more thing. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Now, I want to leave you with one last thing. And that is the importance of setting goals. A lot of people don't set goals, but guess what? I did not want to be on this bike for even half an hour. I just did 8 miles, which is around 13 kilometers. I did not want to be here. To me, I would have stopped halfway through. But why did I not stop? Was because this was something that was defined. You go from here to here. The same thing with a marathon. It's very clear. When you start, there's only one target, and that is the finish line. And with trading, it should be the exact same thing. With your life, it should be the exact same thing. You are here right now. What is your goal? What is going to make you not stop? That is the real question. Let me know what that is in the comment section below. Let's go back to the charts. I have a meeting right now, so let's go. Okay, so I was just having dinner, chilling, eating 6 eggs, right? We're good. And then I see this. Oh my God, I guess we're going for the final target today, which was, that would have been an insane trade, double the profits if I would have held the whole thing towards this final target, right? It was basically at this wick. We've talked about this, yeah. So that was the final target. That is very insane. The market is moving very nicely recently. It's been moving very nicely. I don't know what happened. Maybe someone is saying something. But the market has been moving nice. Obviously, I see this and I think, oh, if I would have held full volume to full take profit, it would have been a $9,000 trade. A lot of people live in that thought all the time. It's like woulda, coulda, shoulda. It doesn't matter. You've made the decision. You've taken profits. Maybe you've taken the loss. Doesn't matter. You move on. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day where you can take another trade. Sorry, I've just been eating, and I'm not gonna cut this. So yeah, it's very nice to see the daily buys playing out. Again, the one-day play is one of the most important things inside of Fund the Trading Blueprint, which is closing next week. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish off the day. Okay, so right now it's night. Look at this. Oh my God, this is insane. It just keeps moving. If I would have held full volume, this would have been a $12,000 trade. It has moved so far 621 from our entry. But again, it goes back to the, hey, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't judge yourself on what you did in yesterday. Like tomorrow, I know I'm going to come into tomorrow with a clear head. I know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to look for continuations, and that's it. Like, you've made the decision. You can't change anything about it anymore. So you move on. That's it. So let me just make some final regards and then we'll finish this day in the life. Okay, so as a last message, I just want to tell you that no matter if it's a win, no matter if it's a loss, you are a profitable trader as long as you follow the process. This is something that took me years to actually accept because I was taking a lot of losses previously and I thought I'm doing something wrong. If I take a loss, that means I'm doing something wrong. And right now, I still take losses. I still have negative days, yet the one thing that matters is showing up consistently, letting your failures be in the past, and focus on this present moment. What can I do right now that is going to make me profitable? What can I do today that will make me profitable? And you'll see that the answer is always going to be, I need to follow my process. I need to follow my trading plan. Now, the trading plan is unprofitable, that's different, right? That's why we have the trading blueprint either way. But this to say, don't focus on the result of the trade. Focus on if you executed on a trade that was according to your plan or not. And so with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Fund Trading Blueprint closes next week. Hope you enjoyed and I'll see you, I don't know, someday. I don't know when. Peace.